What's up, people? You know, a lot of folks would say, Tom, this is 2013. What are you doing hand washing dishes? Well, I assure you, we have a very, very nice automatic dishwashing machine. The issue of the day is what exactly is taking place in our country. You can now be openly gay in the military. Okay, fine. Didn't affect me. I'm already retired. I already did my time. Gays in the military. I don't care. My oldest son is gay. I have 3 sons. My oldest one's gay. And guess what? I don't care. It's none of my business. You get it? It's none of my business. Should he be a U.S. Marine? No. Would it be a distraction? Yes. Yeah, I served in Beirut, Lebanon back in 1983, and I served in the Gulf War. Many, many deployments in units that were only male. But I've also had experiences with units that had women in them. And I hate to be this way, but they are and were always a distraction. And this stuff about women going into combat, there's a reason that men and women are different. We're physically different. That's the way God intended it, and that's the way I'd like to keep it myself. Are there women out there who could outshoot me in a heartbeat? Oh yeah. Yeah, no problem. I agree 100%. Are there women out there who could be just as vicious as any guy needed to be in a combat situation? Absolutely. I don't doubt that at all. As a matter of fact, I've been divorced twice. Yeah, they can be vicious. And I hope to God America is not ready to witness on camera what those animals in the Middle East would do to a woman captured in combat. It's all part of the continual internal breakdown of this country. And everybody's just standing by, not doing a thing about it because, well, it doesn't affect me. Yep. That's what they said when the Jews were being exterminated in Nazi Germany. It doesn't affect me. I'm not Jewish. One of the first things Hitler did and said that it was necessary in order to gain control of the country was to disarm the citizens. That's exactly what's taking place right now. In testimony back in 1994, I believe, Senator Feinstein talked about she has a concealed carry permit. She also has armed security wherever she goes. So that's necessary for her, but it's not necessary for you. You. Because you're average, because you're nothing, because you're low, you're lowly. I'm a senator, you're lowly. She works for you! She works for us! 9mm Beretta against the wall. It has more than one military, no kidding, more than one military doggone characteristic. It's the same pistol that we were issued in the Marine Corps. But anyway, this 380, much smaller round, the clip only holds like 7. With a backup magazine. Oh, that's 14 rounds, but... Oh, yeah, that is 14 rounds. But see, in the legislation they talked about magazines that could come out of a weapon. See, the liberals, they know that things don't happen overnight. And fundamental change that you can believe in doesn't happen overnight, and it's going to take some time. And so they incrementally take away your right to defend yourself in your home and your property. And you just say, well, it doesn't affect me, it doesn't affect me. Hillary Clinton does her little testimony thing. Her fake ass crying was so easy to see through. It was so blatantly planned. It was so staged. And all these doggone quote-unquote conservatives, out of all of them that we had in the committees to question Hillary Rodham Clinton about Benghazi, what they knew, when they knew it, and all this other kind of good crap. We had two guys who actually asked a decent question. Well, one made a good statement, that was Rand Paul, when he said, well, Mrs. Secretary, or whatever he called her, if I were president, I would have fired you. Well, he's not the president. We got what we got. And we got it because of you, the people. Can't handle your own affairs. We're going to lose the republic. We're going to lose this nation. You ever see headlines on Yahoo? You wouldn't even know that anybody died in Benghazi. And if you did know it, you'd think that the Republicans were the blame. And then you would see that the Republicans are just being total assholes because they're even questioning poor Hillary Rodham Clinton about what she knew when she knew it. I mean, because then she can get all emotional on you, can't she? See, she can get away with that. And she can say, well, what does it matter at this point? Whether they were there as an orchestrated attack, or if it was just some guys who were walking down the street and decided to kill some Americans. What does it matter? What matters is we were freaking lied to the entire time, and it was all for political reasons. That's why it matters. Why this is not. Oh my gosh. We should not hear the end of this until somebody gets impeached. Till somebody goes to jail. Other than the filmmaker that had nothing to do with Benghazi. One thing I'm having to pay particular attention to when I'm washing the dishes is this cake pan. I baked an entire chocolate devil's food cake on just, I believe it was Saturday night. Well, this is Friday. And as you can see, the cake is totally gone. 100% consumed. I ate every doggone bite of it. They're going to charge me more for health care because of being a cigarette smoker. Well, at the age of 39, as an active duty U.S. Marine, I ran 3 miles in 20 minutes in 20 seconds. How about if you have a certain height and weight and you exceed the idea for that height and weight? Maybe you should have to be charged an additional $5,000 or more for health care during the year. What do you think? Wouldn't that be fair? Whoa, big controversy in the news, including Fox News, concerning the inauguration. Was that Beyonce may have lip-synced the national anthem? Well, you know what? As disgusted as I was at the entire bovine skunk of Obama being back in office, I did watch that part of the ceremonies, and I don't care if she lip sync. I simply don't care. Why did it have to be the top story in the news for 3 freaking days? I'll tell you why. Because they don't want you to pay attention to what's really going on. And so we get these fluff stories. Yeah, Fox News too. Fluff stories. It's fluff. And we're going to create a controversy where one doesn't exist. And that's exactly what's taking place. What would the controversy be if Beyonce had went out there and sang it live and then ended up getting sick? Well, she didn't get her flu shot. 1999, last time I had any flu symptoms. This is 2013. Hello! I'm not getting the flu. It's not going to happen. Yeah, people, they talk about this type 2 diabetes and all this. How do you get that? From being fat! So charge anyone who is 10 pounds over their ideal weight limit, another 5,000 or 10,000. Why not charge extra taxes? It just escalates. It gets out of hand. It's stupid. Look, I don't care if you're fat. More power to you, okay? Good Lord. But stop demonizing people who are in reasonably good shape. I'm 50 years old. I don't have six-pack abs anymore. But by God, I'm not hanging all over the place. I don't have diabetes. How in the heck can Congress pass laws that exclude them, like Obamacare? Why is that? Because they know it's crap. Why exempt yourself? You know, if they're representing we the people of the United States, then how can they exempt themselves as it's supposed to be a government of the people, for the people, by the people? How can that happen? How can you, the American populace, let them get away with that? The communists are winning. And if I say liberal, they're communist. It's not even just socialism anymore. It's communism. It's fascism. And they wonder why I drink.